Hello, and welcome back to the Social Lines podcast. This is Ashley Walker. So happy to have you listening with us today. All right, let's get into it. So we're talking about Snapchat. All right, let's just face it. Snapchat is a little different. With its 10-second videos, disappearing messages, those kooky face filters, and a largely youth audience, Snapchat can be a bit of a mystery for marketers. Some may even fear it. But no worries, the app is undoubtedly a force to be reckoned with. As always, we want you to be the most successful marketers, branders, entrepreneurs, or small business owners you can be. So we're going to share with you some tips on how to have a successful Snapchat experience. Okay, tip number 1. You want to focus on a fun and engaging content. Though the Snapchat older demographic is growing, 41% of US 18 to 34-year-olds use the app daily. So it makes it a great platform to reach a younger audience. But that audience has very high expectations for the content they view. They don't want to be sold to. So what do? Well, you need to create content on Snapchat that doesn't feel like an ad. Instead, your content should be fun in nature, provide value, entertain, or educate. The key with disappearing content is creating content that motivates your followers to come back and watch new content each day. All right, tip number 2, go behind the scenes. So you know how you love to go behind the scenes after a concert or a musical show? Well, you like to see what's behind. You want to see the actors in their natural habitat. You want to see behind the curtain. Well, the same goes for your business. Since content created on Snapchat is primarily done using your mobile device, it requires a fair amount of storytelling creativity. While this may sound like an added challenge, it's actually an opportunity to show followers and customers a part of your business they might not otherwise see. So take them behind the scenes. Show them how you operate, showcase your employees, and share what makes your business or your product as great as it is. Tip number 3. Repurpose your content with memories. Okay, you're probably like, what the heck are memories? So memories are these new, innovative ways that Snapchat allows you to save snaps that you can go back and rewatch them. So one of the most perplexing elements on Snapchat for many marketers and business owners is the fact that content disappears after 24 hours, making it difficult to build an archive or the appearance of editorial cadence. But all hope and content are not lost. You are now able to back up your content on your camera roll or using the download button in the lower left to use memories. So just recapping what memories is. It's a new feature which not only allows you to import photos and videos from your camera roll to your Snapchat story, but also serves as a content hub to store previous snaps and stories. With memories, you can reshare your most watched snaps or stories at a later date so they can be seen by new followers or those who missed out on the initial 24-hour period. Well, aren't we just moving along? All right, tip number 4, post your snap code everywhere. Discoverability on Snapchat is more challenging than on any other platforms, but Snapchat has tried to make this easier with custom snap codes, a scannable QR code unique to your account. So users can simply open the app, scan the unique code to add you on Snapchat, making that as easy as possible for your customers and fans. So you should be posting that snap code in as many visible places as possible. If you have a brick and mortar business, have a decal of your snap code on the door. You can have a sign made for outside your business. You can make tabletop cards or post a snap code by the counter to let customers add you while they wait. You can also add it to your menus, receipts, and brochures. No store? No problem. Add your snap code to your business card. Make it your profile photo on other social accounts. Put it on your website or use it in customer communications like emails and direct mail. I bet you're now starting to get a little more excited about Snapchat. But the tips aren't over. Let's keep them coming. All right, so tip number 5, cross-promote on social media. Okay, so your Snapchat content doesn't have to stay in the Snapchat environment. By downloading your Snapchat content and resharing it on other networks, you can leverage your audience across platforms to drive up your engagement with that content and to increase your following. You can share your best Snapchat content to your business's Facebook and Twitter pages. But you can also suggest giving those fans and followers an invitation to follow you on Snapchat by sharing your username or uploading your Snap code as an image. You want to steer clear of posting too much of your Snapchat content on other social media channels in order to give users an incentive to add you on Snapchat. Tip number 6, use geo-filters to engage local buyers. Talk about targeted. Snapchat allows users to create branded geo-filters. These are so cool. They are custom-made, location-based photo and video overlays that include your branding. So with geo-filters, local users can create Snapchat content that includes your brand's name and likeness, and also share that content with friends and followers who may be potential customers as well. GeoFilters provide small to medium businesses an affordable advertising solution to reach local Snapchat users. The catch is that a user has to be using the app within the radius of where you place your GeoFilter in order to see it. But that doesn't mean you're limited to your store or physical location. You may want to suggest identifying populated areas and events that may be full of potential customers, like local landmarks, sporting events, festivals, concerts, conferences, and more, and purchasing a branded GeoFilter there to grow your profile. All right, tip number 7, reply to direct messages. As you grow your presence on Snapchat, which you probably will from these awesome tips, do not ignore your direct messages. Although you'll be largely focused on creating content that is sent to your entire follower base, it's very important to engage with individual followers who reach out to you, as on any other network. Snapchat users tend to be more loyal and engaged than on any other social network and will be quick to let you know when they like your content via a DM or direct message. Be sure to check your DMs and reply to them often to continue to grow loyalty amongst your followers. Tip number 8, have a beginning, middle, and end. Just because Snapchat videos are limited to 10 seconds in length doesn't mean your storytelling should be. Use multiple sequential messages to create longer narratives in your Snapchat story and engage with your audience beyond the 10-second timestamp. To do this, you need a strategy and a narrative arc, just as you might on YouTube. Be sure to have a beginning, middle, and end to your stories. Lead in by telling your followers what you will be sharing on your story. When you're done sharing the bulk of your content, offer a closing or end greetings to signal that they're all caught up. For the best results, aim for stories somewhere between 1 to 2 minutes in length. Alrighty, we're coming to close with these tips, but here's tip number 9. Use call to actions. While Snapchat is widely referred to as a storytelling app, it's also a legit marketing channel no different than email or Facebook. To make sure you're inviting followers to become customers, give your followers a clear to action at the conclusion of your daily story, whether you do it verbally or with text. You can use text overlays on the screen to share a URL to your website, a username on other social platform, a code for a discount, or to share other instructions for how they can continue to engage with you elsewhere. Oh, how sad. Our final and last tip, tip number 10. But don't be sad, this is a great one. This tip is for keys for measuring your success. If you're putting effort into growing your Snapchat presence, it's important for you to take steps to measure the impact of those efforts. The easiest way to do this, of course, is to track your follower counts and to check the number of views on your snaps. And you can do this right within the app. But there are other ways to measure success too. You can use trackable links like bit.ly links anytime you overlay a URL on a post so you can measure the number of visits that come from Snapchat specifically. We also advise creating Snapchat exclusive discount codes or redemption URLs if you're hoping to drive sales so you can easily track with purchases resulting from Snapchat views. Well, that's the end of our tips today. We want to thank you for joining with us here on Social Lions. This has been Ashley Walker, and as always, it's been a pleasure.